everyone, and welcome to the SNL challenge. That was on Sunday, and I'm recording this on Wednesday, and hopefully it'll be up Wednesday. If not, it'll be Thursday. It's been a very, very busy week. So for this week's challenge, we were supposed to use our Project Life cards on a scrapbooking layout, and we took these kind of the Studio Calico Project Life kit, one of the kits that we got. And so here I'm just taking a Tim Holtz mask, and it's the star one, and it's going to end up getting mostly covered, and I decided I was going to flip it over and kind of have the little bit of the negative space on the other side. And yeah, now I'm just cleaning it up, and honestly those stars in the middle, most of them end up getting covered. And I didn't have any black ink, so I made my own by using black paint and some water and just thinned it out quite a bit. And then I have this eyedropper, and I'm just kind of making little things with it and making the paint run different ways to add a little bit of different texture and look to them. And I'm using these pictures that are scanned copies of my daughter's proofs for her grad pictures. And so I'm going to be using those, and they're not, I don't know what size they are. They're a weird size. So I think they're maybe 4x5s or something like that. They're just an oddball size. So just taking the pictures, and I'm just trying to figure out which way I want my paper to go. And just kind of laying everything down and turning my page around and just kind of trying to find the right spot for them. And that's the way I think it's going to end up going. I'm not sure. I think I twist it one more time. So I'm just taking some of the Project Life cards that were in that kit, and they're all red, white, and black, the ones that I had pulled out. There was other colors there, but I just wanted the red, white, and black. Just a very dramatic look to it. So here I'm just pulling out some of the embellishments from the Project Life kit and seeing how I can use them on the page. And that little acetate picture or little piece says "this just happened." So there's a couple of those little acetate pieces, and I wish I would have left it the way that was. My layout doesn't end up turning out quite this way. I still like the way it turned out. It just turned out very different. So I just thought because I had that paint out, I was going to ink up my edges, and it would make kind of like a watercolor effect on these. So I just put it out in a little dish and used a sponge to sponge around the page, and it just gives it a softer look than inking up in black ink. And I'm going around the acetate pieces too, because I thought it would be fun to just kind of make them stand out a little bit. Just drawing each of those little pieces, which didn't take long at all because it really soaked into that paper. And again, just kind of putting down those pieces. I'm just going to layer everything underneath. And I ended up getting some black ink or black splatters on top of those pictures. So you're going to see later I'm going to try and remedy that. I'm going to staple that little acetate piece down with a tiny attacher. And I'm just trying to see if I want to use this piece here that says "my fave." And because these were my favorite pictures of her grad proofs. So just playing around with some of the Project Life layers, asking for some help from Sandra, and again just inking up those pieces, which I don't end up using those. I think I end up using one of those pieces, but not both. And still, pardon me, still trying to mess with the layers a little bit. And just drawing them up. I'm trying to remember what I did, honestly, and I don't remember. But if you haven't checked out Sandra's page, make sure you check it out. She did an awesome page. She did quite a few. I only ended up doing one. I think she ended up doing 3. So if you haven't already checked it out, make sure you do. So here I'm just still kind of messing around trying to figure out if I want that piece on there or not. End up taking it off. And then here's where you can see I'm putting those pictures over top. I got some of those splatters on top of the pictures, so I just printed out a couple more and just put them right over top so you can't even tell. And here I'm going to do some of my journaling. And I'm doing it in red ink, which I don't normally do, but I just didn't think the black would stand out as well on this layout. So doing it in the red. And I'm just journaling about how my daughter, she's all dressed up. And she's such a tomboy that for me to see her all dressed up, it was kind of like, wow, she's turning into quite the young lady. And you know, the grad pictures was such a reality check that she's going to be graduating soon. So it was kind of a shocker when you get those grad pictures. I mean, I knew she's graduating. You know, it's not a big surprise, but until you see those grad pictures in hand, it doesn't kind of really sink in. So here I'm just taking some stamps that's from that same Project Life kit, and one says, I think one says, "Oh my." And the other one says, "I know, right?" So, but yeah, it turned out, pardon me, turned out really cool in the end, but just not the way I had envisioned this layout to go. So I'm using red Royal ink from Hero Arts. And I must say, I really, really like this ink pad. I really like all the Hero Arts ink pads. They just kind of really blend out so well and have a really soft look. So I like that. I had some other Project Life cards on my desk, and these ones are from the Midnight Collection. And on one of the sides of the Project Life cards, there was this heart. So I cut it out from the Project Life cards, and I'm going to use that as an accent. And I'm just looking for something to go on the background of this layout. I was looking at some of the pattern paper that I had out and nothing worked. So I just ended up grabbing a black cardstock and bingo, there we go. So I was just debating on if I wanted to have it just kind of, you know, off to the side, or if I wanted all of the sides to kind of show that, you know, they were matted. I wasn't sure, so I ended up just going with a 1/4 inch border around the whole side. So I just cut a 1/2 inch off the top and 1/2 inch off the side, and that'll give me a 1/4 inch border all the way around the photo, or the layout, I'm sorry. So here I'm just laying that down, and it looks so much better with that black border. It just kind of frames it all in. I definitely made a huge difference. That little flare piece there says blessed, so I'm going to use that, and actually my title is going to be part of that. I wasn't sure what I was going to do for my title, and so when I saw the blessed part, I knew I wanted to use that in there. So it's going to be so blessed, because, you know, she's graduating, and I'm so blessed that she's turned out to be such a good kid. So yeah, now here I'm just adding some red kind of border doodling around the page just to tie everything in. And I think that is it. I'm just looking over it one more time just to see if there's anything else I need to add to it. Oh, and I'm going to add a little bit of washi tape to that one side just so that there's a little bit of black emphasis on the other side of the picture. So here I'm going to show you some of the close-ups in slow motion this time. And here are the close-ups. So sorry it's up so late, guys. Thanks everybody for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye.